everything at the wall to see if anything would stick, if the judge would buy into any of these pretty far-fetched legal arguments, and none of them worked. I don't think Manafort's going to cooperate. I think he's more scared of the Russians than he is of jail here in the United States.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, I think we know now that he's from the exhibit list that he had a significant loan from Oleg Deripaska. You know, he was in debt to him, and
he's scared that the Russians could do what?
I mean, this is me inferring based on all the different reporting we've seen that I think he's scared that if he cooperated and provided information about Russian attacks on our election and possible conspiracy with the Trump campaign, that the Russians would come after him.
When you say come after him, you mean?
Well, they could use violence, they could use intimidation, they could use threats.
Let me go around the panel. Do others agree with that assessment? It's a serious thing, but we're dealing with a regime that has been documented in its human rights abuses, in its treatment of its opponents, and in its alleged willingness to poison people abroad. John, and then Sophia?
Sure, I think a Mad Hatter's Tea Party is entirely possible.
Sophia?
Ari, I think that the issue is that these 5 witnesses are going to get immunity is really the big news to me beyond the Russian issue.
I know, but I'm asking you a different question.
I understand. I don't know that I think they're going to do bodily harm to him. I think they have far more interesting, probably, stuff on him. Manafort's been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. This gets back to my call for the tax.
I know, but I have to keep things on track. Bringing back you, Mimi, on the point, though, this is the big question, because if he does not cooperate, but he's facing this overwhelming evidence, then is your view as a prosecutor he's likely to be convicted?
Absolutely.
And then what? Then he just deals with it?
Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised at this point if Manafort cooperated. I mean, he's shown no signs of it. Sometimes people do try to cooperate after conviction, which I think is very likely here, but it's rare, and it would be a lot less valuable to prosecutors after they've already put on a full trial.
Right.
But the reason I said this about he must be scared of something else is, as you point out, why else is he not seeking to cooperate? I mean, it's very likely that he has information that could be useful to prosecutors, which is the biggest hurdle often for people. He's facing so much time, and the case is so strong. The 5 immunized witnesses, I don't think they're necessarily going to be the bombshell that people thought. I mean, they're turning out to be more kind of, you know, people
corroborating. Yeah.
Exactly. I think Gates is going to be, you know, he's going to be the real storyteller here. I'm assuming, you know, he's going to